What's up internet, it's your boy Troy here. If you're new to the channel, you should consider subscribing. With this top 5 list video, I'm going to break down my top 5 worst WCW World Champions. Number 5. Sid Vicious. Sid returned to WCW in 1999, just as it became a circus as much on-screen as it was off-screen. His first WCW title run lasted only 2 days, defeating WCW Commissioner Kevin Nash for the vacant title on Nitro, only to be stripped of it on Thunder and winning it back that same night. Sid's second longer and more boring run lasted 75 days, until Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff hit the reboot button and stripped all champions of their titles. Sid would never win the title back, though he contended for it until his cringeworthy injury the following January at the Sin pay-per-view. 4. Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett became the golden boy of the company when Vince Russo took control of WCW as the new blood began rising. Double J has had 4 controversial reigns that saw him as world champion for a grand total of only 58 days. Jarrett held his first title for 8 days after winning the tournament. Then his second run lasted another 8 days and was steeped in all that horrible David Arquette controversy. His last 2 reigns were nearly as quick, as the WCW title was like a hot potato those days, changing hands 30 times from 1999 until the company folded in 2001. That's more championship reigns in just over 2 years than had happened since the title's inception in 1992. Number 3. Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit was one of those WCW guys who never seemed like he'd get out of the mid-card. Fans wanted it, the boys in the back wanted it too, but it just wasn't in the cards. That is until rumours began running that Benoit was planning on jumping ship to WWE once his contract was up. WCW took the vacant world title and put Benoit over Sid Vicious at Sold Out. Too little too late. Winning the strap he worked years to obtain wasn't enough to keep Benoit from jumping ship anyway. His reign lasted a mere 19 hours. WCW stripped him of the title, saying Sid's foot was under the ropes when he tapped out with a crippler crossface, and they quickly put the gold on Sid. Number 2. David Arquette. When lifelong wrestling fan David Arquette was set to release his new film Ready to Rumble, it made sense to have him appear on WCW programming to promote the film. The movie was partially produced by WCW and featured many of their stars. As expected, Arquette arrived to WCW television, that was fine. However, making him WCW champion and turning the world title and the business itself into a mockery, it was not. Arquette pinned Eric Bischoff in a gimmick tag team match with DDP and Jeff Jarrett in order to inadvertently win the title. WCW could have played it off from there and dropped the belt back to Page, but instead they decided to have Arquette defend it in a triple cage match at Slamboree and turn him heel, helping Jeff Jarrett win the gold. It's one of those vivid wrestling memories fans wish they could forget, but never, ever will.
David, come on, you could get hurt, you could get killed. This is ridiculous.
I know, but I just wish this belt fit a little better.
Yeah, I bet you do, but you know why it doesn't? You're not a wrestler.
Now, baby, is that any way to talk to the heavyweight champion of the world?
Oh, good God. Come on.
And number 1, Vince Russo. Not to be outdone by his former boss Vince McMahon, Vince Russo went to WCW to turn things around for the struggling company in the early 2000s. Apparently a part of Russo's plan was to help WCW regain control of the Monday Night War, including him winning the WCW World Heavyweight Championship from Booker T. In a steel cage match thanks to outside interference from Goldberg and Scott Steiner, Russo clad in a New York Giants football uniform, Russo was inadvertently speared out of the cage before Booker could exit, making him WCW champion. Thankfully, like Vince McMahon, Russo also decided to vacate the title because he wasn't a wrestler. The title would be regained by Booker T, forcing wrestling fans everywhere to ask themselves why Russo ever thought it'd be good to be the man to take the strap off of Booker T in the first place, especially since he's not a wrestler. So there you have it guys, that is my top 5 worst WCW World Champions. In conclusion, I've got Vince Russo ahead of David Arquette on this list because there was no real sense in Vince Russo having the world title, while at least them giving David Arquette the belt at the time, it seemed semi-logical because they're promoting a WCW movie. So this is the list, guys. Do you agree with it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Give the video a like, subscribe, and share if you can. Until the next one, peace out.